Welcome to the Zeestream. Today I will be showing you how to make your own Minecraft recipes for the beta 1.5 update. Now I'm going to be assuming that you've already set up MCP. For the new Minecraft update, you have to get a new Minecraft coder pack. It's Minecraft coder pack version 2.12 or maybe 1.12. Anyways, it's you have to get a new version because the old one will not work. But it is still set up the same way. So if you don't know how to set up the Minecraft coder pack, click the link now, and you can either click on the PC version or the Mac version. Anyway, so assuming that you've set that all up, I will show you how to make your own recipes. So unfortunately, Notch has moved the code around a little bit. He's kind of organized it, and you'll see what I mean in a second. So I'm going to open up Edit Rocket. Okay, and if I close these two, you'll remember if you saw my last version of this tutorial that the recipes used to all be in Crafting Manager in this class. Now only some of them are. Some of them, like cake, sign, doors, these are basically the miscellaneous ones, I think, but not all of them are in Crafting Manager anymore. Instead, if you go into the directory here and press R to go down to all the R classes, you'll find there are ones called recipes armor, recipes crafting, recipes dyes, food, ingots, sword, recipe sorter, oh I don't know what that is, tools, weapons. So basically Notch has decided to organize them a bit. So if you go into recipes armor, what do you know, there's all the recipes for making armor are here instead of in the Crafting Manager. Okay, and it's the same as before. All you have to do is you just copy what's written above. It's the same line copied over and over again. You'll see here there's this big list, and each of them say add recipe bracket new item stack or new block, or no, I think they all say new item stack, and yeah. So I'll show you how to make one briefly. So you're gonna copy these three lines just as a template, or you can write them out yourself if you want. I like to put a note here, as I always say. So it's going to say add recipe, bracket, new item stack, and then here you put what you want to get out of it. If it's an item like a bed or pork or something, you have to put item dot and then whatever the item is. But if it's a block, you have to put block dot, okay? So like it's not item dot dirt, there's no such thing. That's the other thing. If you're having errors, you should check to see that you have this name right, because some of them are predictable, like bed, but say you wanted like a stone pressure plate, would you know to type in pressure plate stone? So don't try to type in stone pressure plate, because that doesn't exist. You have to type in pressure plate stone. So if you want to check the names, you can go and you can scroll to block.java, and if you scroll down towards the end, there will be this huge list here, and on the far right column of this list, you'll see all the names for stuff. So there's like mob spawner, crate, which is actually a what do you call it? Oh my god, I can't think of the word right now. Crate. It's like those storage bin things. Wow, I'm losing my mind. Okay, anyway, it's called a crate, the storage box thing. I'll think of it eventually. And then here's like ore diamond. So these are all the blocks. There's cactus and cake and stuff. But if you want to see the list of the items, you go to item.java in the classes here somewhere. Item.java. Where is it? Oh, here. And if you scroll down again, here you'll find a list of all the items, and you have to use these names, the names that are in the right column of this list. So like axe gold, pickaxe gold. So gold axe does not exist. You have to type in pickaxe gold or stuff like that. Anyway, you know what I mean, right? So if you want to add, it actually doesn't matter where you add your recipes unless you like to be neat and organized. So actually you can still add your recipes directly into Crafting Manager. That's actually the easiest way. But the one thing I do want to tell you is if you decide to add, I'm going to go to recipes again. recipes armor. If you do want to add recipes into one of these subclasses that aren't the crafting manager class, which you can, it's perfectly fine, but instead of type, it's a little bit different. Oh. Okay. For armor recipes are a bit different. He's done it oddly. Oh. Oh, okay. Notch has done it in this crazy way where it's not actually a list. So if you want to make armor, it's probably easier just to put it in the crafting manager. Don't bother putting it in recipes armor.java, because here he just makes all of the objects, and then here over here he defines how you, like what patterns that you need to make them, which is just overcomplicating things for us. So I'm going to close that. In the crafting recipes crafting.java, these are all the tools they use to craft. So he's put stuff like stone oven, workbench, and sandstone for some reason. Why did he put sandstone in here? I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is, if you look in Crafting Manager, all you have to type is add recipe and then blah 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 blah. But if you go into a class other than Crafting Manager to add your recipe, you have to type crafting manager.add recipe. Okay, you got that? So here you'd have to type crafting manager.add recipe blah 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 blah. But unless you want to be organized, like I said before, you really don't have to put your recipes into these classes. No, don't save. Oops. Okay, so if you want to add a recipe, it's the same as before. I'll go over it again. You're going to type in add recipe, capital R, bracket, new item stack, bracket, item dot, and or block dot, and whatever you want to get. So say I want to get like diamond. I'll do item dot diamond, because that's what it's called. And then you put a comma, and you put how many of this item you want. I don't believe you can go up past the maximum stack size, which is 64. So we'll say no. We'll say 1, because I don't want that many diamonds. And then here you define how you want to, well, like what you have to do in the crafting grid to result in this item. So this first set here, the first set of symbols in the quotations stands for the first row in a crafting grid. So basically, if you can put any symbol you want. If you put 3 number signs like this, that means the first row is full. So basically, the number signs just like they represent where you're gonna put items. So if we wanted to put like one item in the middle of the top row, we do a space and then whatever symbol you want and then space. Okay, is that clear? And then so I'll just put 3 spaces for now. That symbol, that's like basically an empty top row. And then here, the next set, this represents the second row. And then if you want a third row, you can add it here. You just put it like this and then BBB. Okay, but if you don't want the third row, I don't think you have to do that, because it wasn't there before. And now I'll explain these symbols. Each symbol you use stands for a different item. So XXX, that that whatever material that X is standing for, it's filling up the middle row. And then BBB, that's 3 of a different material in the last row. I hope that makes sense. So then after you've defined the 3 rows, you define what the symbols stand for. So it says character.value of this number symbol. So basically it's saying that this number symbol that used to be here, so if we put like 3 number symbols here, that means the first row is full of something, of 3 something, and then we're going to see that this number symbol stands for block.cloth. So you write character.value of, and then the number symbol, and then comma, and then you say what you want it to be. So I'm going to say I want it to be block.dirt. And then we're going to say character value of x. So like what x is, x stands for block.planks. I don't want that, so I'm going to say block.log. And then actually I should check if block.log exists. So I'm going to go to block, command F, and search for log. Oh, it's called wood. Okay. See, that's why you have to check. That would have given an error because block.log doesn't exist. It's called block.wood. And then you have these closing brackets, squiggly bracket, regular bracket, and semicolon. And that's how you make a recipe. Oh, I should get rid of this. If you want, if you have more, you can have as many symbols here as you want. I suppose the limit is 9 because there's only 9 squares. But basically, you just define 3 rows here, or however many rows you have, and then here you say what the symbols stand for. And yeah, that should make a recipe. So I'm going to recompile this. This is all the same as before. And then I'm going to open up terminal. If you don't know what I'm doing, go watch how to set up MCP, because I'm pretty sure I explained it in there. And then I'm going to go to my MCP folder, drag that in, change the directory, minimize this. Okay, now I'm going to bash, recompile. If you're on Windows, as I've explained before, all you have to do is double click on recompile.bat instead of doing all this crazy stuff. Crazy stuff! Okay, and then we're going to bash test game. Okay, single player. I think that world is dark, so I'm gonna create a new one because I don't like it when it's dark. Oh, and there's these achievements too. I think I'll make a tutorial on how to add your own achievements if I'm capable of figuring out how. Okay, so let's test our new recipe. We have to get some wood. Oh darn. What did I set the recipe as anyway? I don't even know. I didn't pay attention. I think it's 3 wood, isn't it? And then I need an extra piece of wood to make a crafting table with. Here, I'll full screen. And then we need 3 dirt. Okay. So we only want 1 of those. Save the rest of the wood. Make a crafting table. And then I think it might have been like this. Yes. See, I put 3 dirt. This is the second row. This is the first row, which I left blank. Oh, okay, this is the thing. I didn't define what the third row is. So any 2 adjacent rows like this will result in the same recipe, which is pretty cool. That won't work for columns because it goes by rows. But if you don't define the third row, then you can do it anywhere you want. And that proves that it works. So, to summarize, although Notch has decided to organize the recipes, if you just want to add your own recipes really quickly, I wouldn't recommend putting it in a separate class. Just put it straight into Crafting Manager. It's easier. And yeah, that's how you make your own Minecraft recipes for beta 1.5. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like these videos. I'll come out with a couple more tutorials. And we're currently working on some other types of videos too. Jeffrey and I have acquired Portal 2. So we're thinking of playing co-op on that. So actually, if you want us to play, if you think it would be interesting for us to play co-op on Portal 2, say so in the comments, and we'll know whether or not it's worth it to play co-op. Because we don't really know if it'll be successful or not. Anyway, we also have a Counter-Strike video, a video of me playing Counter-Strike for the first time, which is mildly funny. And yeah, so if you like these videos, please subscribe and please press like and all that crazy stuff, and I'll see you next time.